What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. This morning, I saw a video by Damion Porter. The video was over 40 minutes. And I actually watched almost all of it, which is very rare for me. Usually I can only watch a few minutes. There's very few content creators that I can watch all of their stuff, right? But the subject matter, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. Damion Porter and Wack 100 are at odds with each other. And this is none of my business, right? But I know Damion Porter. I was in YA with him for years. We're actually on the same dorm with Wack's, one of Wack's homeboys, Brazy. I think it was Kid Brazy was his name. Gunner was in YA with Wack. He was in Nellis with Wack. A while back, Wack was actually on one of our lives. Gunner and Wack got into some words. And and people were, why did you just sit there, this and that? And they forget, or they don't realize Wack 100 wasn't on a call with me. He was on the phone with Gunner, and Gunner was holding the phone to the mic. Me saying anything would have looked dumb. And on top of that, Wack 100 has never really ever disrespected me. And anyhow, this video is just for this, man. I watched the video because I wanted to see, like, what is this? Like, Wack 100 is a he's a multimillionaire, right? He's got a lot of things going on for him. He doesn't need to be caught up in no beefs with anybody. And then Damion, who I know him as Chinaman, he's doing his thing, man. His channel's doing pretty good right now. He's putting out a lot of content. He's getting a little motion. My thing is, neither one of them are making dirty money. And that's important, right? If you guys go and watch the video, you'll see at a certain point where Damion Porter is pissed. But then he regains his composure. And an important part of the video is he talks about how somebody, one of his subscribers, touched his heart by telling him that he's a mentor, that Damion Porter, he looks at him as a mentor, as a big brother, The puppy's going crazy. And that was what made him able to regain his composure. And something that Damion Porter said that I've been saying, and I'm not directing this to Wack 100, but in general, a lot of people say things on the internet and they know that the cops are watching. They know the feds are watching, especially in the so-called prison genre, right? You got people who have histories of doing very violent things and are capable of doing those violent things again, and you let them get in front of a camera, in front of a microphone, the cops are definitely watching. Especially because you have a lot of dudes nowadays who are willing to try to solve the crimes. Poetic Flacco comes into mind. He's always trying to solve a crime. He's not a gang member, but because he's attached to No Jumper, he's attached to that world. And it's a bad look, man, when people are beefing online. I just want to say I was impressed by the way Damion Porter ended up the video. Basically talking about utilizing tools to realize how losing your emotions is a weakness. And I've crashed out several times. And it is what it is. You know, when we do that online, it's forever. It's never going to go away, especially when you have haters. Keep an eye on this dog. I don't see this beef turning into anything. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they talk behind the scenes and it would be nobody's business but theirs. But I know that there are a lot of people, and that's another thing about that lifestyle and the internet. There are a lot of people who want to see something bad happen to Wack 100. And like Damion was saying in his video, there's videos daily, people talking about Wack. The thing is, they don't care who does it. They would like to see it done. But they don't want to do it themselves. It would be horrible to see or to find out, to hear that there was an incident between Damion Porter and Wack 100 in real life, and one of them gets hurt bad, the other one's going to prison, jail, whatever. That would be a tragedy. I think Damion today, in this video I saw today, he touched on a lane that maybe, and it's not going to get a lot of views, but maybe now and then, because people are recognizing him as a mentor, maybe every now and then you throw in something like that, something motivational. Like I said, I'm not somebody that can sit here and watch somebody for 30 minutes. 15 minutes is hard for me, right? I get the gist of it in the first few minutes and I'm out. But I actually watched probably about 38 minutes of that video. And I was happy to see an ex-convict who's done a lot of time, who's been in serious places, you know, and again, you know, Wack saying that Damion's a fake Hoover. That's Chinaman from 11 Deuce. I was in YA with them for years. I remember one of the homies from South Los. You know, the Hoovers and the South Los don't get along. And I remember the homie saying, and I know that fool from the streets, Damion Porter is not somebody you forget. And that's why I was surprised when he said that he was in camp with Wack, that Wack would remember, because Damion is bigger than damn near anybody you'll ever be around. So he stands out. Anyhow, I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I wanted to tip my hat to Damion Porter for the way that he ended the video. We're all human. And like I said, if you go and watch the video, you'll see there's a portion of the video where he's heated. But then he reins it back in. I liked it. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.